What's going on with my twin flame, twin souls, soulmates, soul flames? My soldiers of love, what is happening? Welcome to my portal of love. I am so honored and grateful to be with you guys today, to have the energy to do the readings so that I can see what's happening with our tribe of love. Because when you find the three, you find the one, because one is of the three, and three is of the one. You catch that one flying through the ethers. Grab it. So, listen, tribe, I have no idea what energy is zooming around for us to grab hold to, that we can work to in order to manifest, or we can discard or work on or maneuver, rearrange. I have no idea. Okay, I have been just so busy, but I can tell you just from what's happening to me as a soul flame, twin flame, soulmate. A lot of divine masculines are sniffing around. I mean, they really are trying to still get their swerve on. So the temptation is there. So I'm going to pull some energy for the, how do I want to do this? I want to do this like, let's see, how do I want to do this? I'll pull the cards out like this, and then I'll go with the energy of each card. So let's pull some cards over. Ooh, we have the Tower. Ooh, we have the Star. And then we have the Empress. Okay, so Divine Masculine is healing with the Star. He's healing his feminine energy. There are towers. It came in reverse. So we might as well pull a tower upright, because if the Divine wants to give us a tower, there will be a tower. And we have the Empress card for the Divine Feminine. All this is the overall energy. Oh, before we get started, Divine, please use me as a vessel to give the collective messages that may help us go through these cycles with grace, ease, and honor. Ancestors that serve my highest good, please assist me through this reading and on my journey. You are always appreciated and welcomed. Any ascended masters, I call in the archangels of the Elohim, or the seven creative eyes of Allah, to come in and help us with this reading. So we know from the cards that I pulled, the Empress with the Divine Feminine, which is the Divine is working very closely with the Divine Feminine. Towers could represent, they could be events that shake your foundation, could be epiphanies that is happening. This is the energy between the connection. As you can see, you have, two parties falling out of this pyramid that has been struck by a bolt of lightning. So it is the ruin of constructs, things that have built, it was built on faulty ground, things that were built on things. Basically, in my own words, A tower is to bring in awareness of your path and where you should be on your path. That is personally what a tower is for me. It's not always an event. It could be, sometimes it could be a cloud in the sky, and it just sparks you into a purging of, why is my life like this? What do I need to do to change it? And I've had towers where everything went wrong and it was leading me back to where I should be. That is what the towers are, and that is what's happening. We're going to clarify the cards, but I just don't like for people to get upset when they see a tower, or to be afraid or fearful, because that is the opposite of love. Fear is the opposite of love. So do not fear the tower. The towers are here to keep us on path and to get us on path. So Divine Feminine, how I know you're working with divine energy is that this Empress in this deck, which is the Egyptian Tarot deck, is number 3. And 3 is the Holy Trinity. See my Holy Trinity here, Asar, Asid, and Haru. You have the divine energy working with you to create that, help you to bring that joy and that creativity back into your life, that you can work with that energy. It's here to advance your union within self, that masculine and feminine and divine creator energy all together. And as I'm cutting the cards, I see disruption, which is the Tower card, also in the Psychic Tarot deck, and new beginnings. So that Tower is here to bring new beginnings. I do want to keep these because as I was cutting the deck, those wanted to show themselves to me. So there are new beginnings here for the divine ones in this cycle. I know I'm trying to catch the wave of the new beginning. I'm trying to let go of things that I see that I could change as far as diet, health, that's helping getting our mind, body, and spirits in alignment. But I want to see what type of energy, what is this? The Empress. Let's talk about the Empress. Okay, so the Empress, she knows, she's action. She is Aset. She is this part of this Holy Trinity. She is the embodiment of that aspect of this Holy Trinity. She is creative. She's intelligent. She's fertile. So, Divine Feminine, you are planting seeds for this new beginning that's here in this card. I want to get more on it. And 0 point, that new beginnings is the Fool. It's the 0 point. We also have Truth for Divine Feminine. The Truth card in this deck is Judgment. So a balancing of the scales. There is a balancing of the scales happening right now during this whatever tower moment you have, whether it's a thought, a purge, a situation, a scenario. This disruption is bringing about a new beginning, which is balancing the scales with the Judgment. You are, the trumpeted is being sounded for Divine Feminine to lead the way, to show the Divine Masculine, to be that little beacon of light for him. Because within the last week, I haven't done a reading in a week, but within the last week, my divine, I've seen that not even in the 3D, this was all in astral realms. My Divine Masculine was releasing the karmic, but it wasn't easy. It was sort of like, this isn't a just easy situation. And when I say karmic situation, I mean like a karmic contract with another soul. I I don't astral travel often. I don't try to my masculine, but I did a week ago, and that's what I saw. So, with that being said, in order to move in order to advance the unions, there are some changes that need to be made, because I know if my divine masculine is struggling, then that means that I am also struggling in an area to release some things. So I don't have a karmic contract with an individual, but I do have other karmic contracts and other things that I've accumulated in the tethers that I need to release in my space to clear up more air for more positive energy, more divine energy to come in. So that's what this disruption card is doing. So rather than have it be a full-on breakdown, I prefer to just remove the things that don't belong. Myself, using my divine mind, and there's more the divine will let me know. Which brings us to this new beginning, which is the Fool card, which is, taking a leap of faith out into the unknown, not knowing how things are going to turn out with the changes that we make. Also, that transpires into balancing out the situation with the Judgment card. It's having that revelation of truth. It's hearing the divine sound the horn, using the powers that are available to us and from the physical world to bring about clarity and a shift in awareness, and being honest with ourselves and being true to ourselves, our bodies, our minds, our spirits. And let's clarify the tower. Well, I know everybody likes to to see what's going on with the divine masculine. So let's go straight to the divine masculine. So divine, please tell us, what is divine masculine healing? He's healing with the Star card. He is going through a solar plexus chakra healing. Solar plexus is more of his willpower. It is his hopes. It's where most people carry their stress. So he's being healed. And it's the number 3 card. So he is kind of aligning with the divine feminine. And if you could see that that sunburst here and that sunburst around her, you'll see that they're in correlation with each other. And they're both number 3 cards. So the divine masculine, his solar plexus chakra is needing some work, and he is being healed in that area. That area also deals with I can, his willpower, his willpower to move forward in this connection. We're really in his life, which would bring him closer to his divine union within himself, which in turn brings him into union with his divine feminine. So the Star card means that the divine masculine does have hope. There's an indication that he is working on being more ambitious in his life. He is recognizing the beauty in himself and all the gifts that have been bestowed upon him. He is recognizing his connection in all that he does. I want to get 2 more cards for divine masculine. He is standing in his power with the Strength card. He's taming his lower nature. He's taming the beast. He is feeling abundant at this time. He's feeling like he yeah, can actually use the power within to make things happen in the physical. He's using his crown chakra. He's bringing in the information downloaded, the truths that are downloaded from the divine through his crown chakra into the physical world, into his physical body, and gaining that power. He still has some conflict. Still a little conflict with the divine masculine energy, conflict of despair. What is he despairing? What is he, in desperation about? I mean, I see shadows are leaving from this card headed up towards the light, so it is being handled during this time. But he is feeling like he doesn't really want to walk away, but he is gaining momentum to walk away, because in order to have victory in this situation, he is going to have to walk away from this situation. And I believe that this situation entails his karmic contracts with individuals. He's feeling defeated, so, but he really has victory. Let me get another clarifier. Give me a clarifier on this Five of Swords. 9. Yeah, he's going to have to speak his truth and just walk away with the throat chakra. And once he speaks his truth, he'll have victory and success. The Six of Wands. He needs to, what the divine masculine could do, and to maintain his honor, is to speak and to realize that he is the great I am. He is the divine one. He is the divine masculine. He is, I speak my truth. The divine feminine has the truth card, and the truth is that divine masculine loves his divine feminine. That is the truth. Let me get some more cards here. So the divine masculine is exactly where he was last week. Still kind of in the process of walking away, letting go of those shadow aspects of himself that keep him in a karmic contract with other souls that have expired. So he is needing to choose wisely, or both partners, divine feminine and divine masculine, are needed to go into their higher selves, represented here with these gold birds, into their higher selves to make, and you see how this individual is meditating. Each twin soul needs to meditate. And you see the 4 pillars here, but they all lead to different directions. Needing to go within to connect that left and right brain to be able to make the best correct decision at this time. That is very crucial. And to also have patience. Enjoy your life, have patience. Plant those seeds. Plant those seeds of love and prosperity in your life. And it's 14 card, which makes 2 sevens. Divine masculine and divine feminine both having patience to know that this connection will come together, even if you can't see it. This person on each side of the flower are 2 different colors. Represents 2 sides. She's using the power of light. I see air. There's a lot going on in this card, but that is the Temperance card. That is the card of working in the 5th dimension and the higher and above, in the higher realms, and bringing all of the things down that you need into the 3rd dimension, from working upwards, going down, coming downwards, or going in and bringing out. using in the High Priestess, using that intuition, looking and staring into the darkness, into the dark matter, the triple blackness, triple darkness, not knowing what's behind this door to manifest things for your highest good, which brings in the magician. It goes, you start using the information that you get downloaded from the divine into your crown chakra, and then go within as to process that information with the High Priestess. So really it should have went from the 1 to the 2. So both divine masculine and divine feminine. We have a lot of major arcana. So this cycle is very major for us heading into 2020. And 2020 is clear vision. 2020 vision, clear, clarity, going within, standing your ground as to knowing who you are with the 7 of Wands. Remembering your connection with your soul one, the one from your past lives, the one you've been with for many lives that you were not really fully able to achieve what is happening in this lifetime. The divine has granted us in this lifetime to have the things that we weren't really given in the past lives. So now we need to grab hold of it by going within, catching those downloads, getting those downloads, processing that information. This is where you figure out what to do. This is where the information tells you where to go. And then having patience that you know that your choices, trust yourself and your intuition, that your choices are divinely guided and that your soul knows. And you can only achieve that by sitting in solitude, if it's not but just 5 minutes a day. Because you will have a fulfillment of wishes beyond your wildest dreams. That energy is here for 2020. If it's whatever you want for your life, rejoicing and celebration. I had gotten in one of my, this is the 3 of Cups, I'm sorry. Some people see the 3 of Cups as third party, but I see it as just like what it says, rejoice and celebrations are here. You sit in solitude to get that information, to arrange your life in order for that your fulfillment of wishes, which is the 9 of Cups. You see everything. You don't even know what's in this treasure chest. It doesn't matter, but the fact that it's lit means that it's lit, if you know what I mean. And the divine is handing the clarity here for us for 2020. With this Ace of Swords. This is strictly from the divine. Any number 1 or ace is the divine. I had saw in my meditation, I saw the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So even if you wanted to view those cards as third party, the divine masculine and divine feminine, whoever is still connected to the third parties, if you wanted to see that card even in that light, will have victory and success in those fulfillment of contracts. Because remember, do not forget that all these contracts that we have here on earth, that we have engaged ourselves in, were most of them were already designed or already set. You know, they were already set before we incarnated here in these bodies. So do not see your divine, because we all knew, us twins, knew that we came here with the soul. And you see together the 2 minds, the left and the right brain together. That is what your meditation does. It syncs you up to your spiritual union within self, and then it allows that spiritual union to manifest in the 3rd dimension. And I saw the Emperor, but he's in reverse. So I wanted you to, I'll leave that card out. So yeah, use that light within to positively move you forward. These 3 cards are on the bottom of the deck. The number 4 is the Emperor card. As you see that this woman I guess the light card. I want to say that that is the, I don't know, let me double check. I'm not sure what the light card is. Also, as I was shuffling, I saw temperance in reverse. So if it is in reverse for some people, that just means that you're needing to balance your 3D and 5D self, and that's done through meditation. Um, this is the sun. Oh my goodness, the sun, and the happiest cards in the deck. This is the divine telling us, this 1 plus 9 is 10, that everything that we said in this reading as far as our plan of action, which is usually the plan of action for every reading when it comes to twin souls, but it's more easily said than done, is going within, making the necessary changes to release the things that do not support our positive movement forward, using that energy from the light of the sun of the divine. Which on happy holidays for all those that celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, or just the fact that the 25th is the day that the sun will be reborn. The actual sun in the sky will be reborn again. So however you see it, I just want to send that out to you guys. Happy holidays, however you celebrate. I personally don't celebrate Christmas, but I do celebrate the fact that the divine gives us the sun that makes everything grow and that light, and I celebrate that birth on the 25th. And I do recognize Yahshua, but not that as his birthday. Anyways, but happy holidays to you all. Mwah. And the Emperor. So this positive movement forward is going towards this Emperor, which some see as the divine masculine standing in his power and authority. And I do too. So also I see here the Two of Pentacles happening, but which is movement, choices, and decisions. Two of Pentacles is usually, some people say juggling. I say really is life. Is handling your spiritual life and your physical life, your 3D life, all at once, which is what we came here to do. Do that using your third eye. That helps make your life easier, which is a number 6 card, which completely goes with this. You use your third eye along with your decision making and your choices. That brings you to an 8, which brings you to abundance. I'm seeing everything mathematically today, maybe because I've been fasting. But life is about mathematics. Is what you can prove, the facts, what is here, and what you know, not what you believe. So we do know that 6 plus 2 always is going to equal 8. So that 8 will bring about abundance using your third eye. So the key here, family, is to meditate. Spend, if you don't have but 2 minutes, meditating to get the correct downloads, and so you can make the correct decisions and movements towards this material harvest, which was also on the bottom of the deck. So the material harvest is here, the 9 of Pentacles. Being comfortable with being alone with your pentacles is the key too, because any unease or any sadness will lower your vibrations, and it'll lead to heartache and loss, but that is in reverse. So there's no more heartache and loss. However, there still is this 4 of Cups here, lingering, where you may feel as though you are discontent or bored with your life. But your crown chakra can help you with that, aligning your chakras through meditation and proper breathing, Googling pranic breath of pranayama and all of those different breathing techniques, finding which one works for you, will open up all of your chakras. A day, pick a day to fast, or fast half of the day. But that crown chakra, there will be some activations coming through, which will engage you more in this cycle, which would create you from being bored. Because as you can see, all of the chakras are here in this card as well. So this gentleman needs to meditate. So this could be the divine masculine, feeling discontent and bored. I mean, because overstimulation, let's say if your mind and your body has been stimulated by drugs or sex or some type of external gratification, when you withdraw from it, it does make you feel more bored than if you had never engaged in that lower self activity to begin with. So, once you meditate and let that divine energy come in and open up that crown chakra, and this is the number 7 card, and this 7 and 4 is number 11, you become that whole part of that soul flame, or that twin flame, or soul mate, or that divine partner, allowing that information to come through your crown chakra from the divine, and let all those chakras light up like a disco party. Then you will no longer be discontent and bored, because supernatural things and things that you probably will see and cannot explain will happen, and who will be bored when that starts to happen? Nobody. And when you start to telepathically communicate with your divine one, and you realize how magical the world really is, then you will no longer be bored. I can assure you of that, because if I told you some things, you'd probably jump through the camera and say, "Nuh-uh," because guess what? We have the universe, the world card. We have a new portal here. It's time for us to elevate for 2020. Most people want to make resolutions for their new year as being, well, it's about, all physical things, material things, but the spiritual is where the magic happens. And the universe is granting us this new beginning here for 2020, for this clarity, this 2020 vision to be able to see, and that wisdom with the Hierophant to know what to do with that clarity. So this new portal here is here for us. Our new lives is here for us. It is our destiny, which is the ending of a cycle, because this is the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is here with the world. That is so dope. I mean, because we have a completion, and we have new beginnings with the Fool, and we also have this 21 card. So that is amazing. Wow. So that is 31. That's 31. 31 is 4. 4 is stability. So this next cycle in 2020 is going to be all about stability, setting up those stable lives so that we can go out and confidently do our missions. Because if you notice, the things, even before this energy was here, before I had my spiritual awakening, I would always want to do things, but I never had the stability to be able to do those things, to be able to serve the world. I love children, and I've never really had the opportunity to really spend as much time with children, and I love my elders. I never really had the opportunity because I was always focused on stability, and I had such a rough life that all my days were consumed with stability. So that the energy is here for us to have finally stable lives. And I know I'm probably speaking to only some of the authentic true twins that that have gone through a really rough life, or gone through a lot of lessons in their lives, I should say. So, some cards, romance angels. The romance angels, or our ancestors and guides of the divine, wants us to know that this situation is calling for us to have faith, to trust and have faith that everything will work itself out. Wants us to know that this was a past life relationship. You've known your partner before. And to also free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. Take back control of this situation by controlling your emotions. We can't control others, but we can control our own emotions, which is controlling the situation, keeping control of yourself, and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualizations help bring you back together, and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So your life may be not what you want it to be at this moment. It may not be, or who knows, you could be having, I don't think you'd be watching a reading if your life was everything that you wanted it to be at this moment. But if you're looking for guidance as far as that's concerned, when you go within, you will be guided to take certain steps that make no sense to you, but it is leading you towards your fulfillment of wishes, which is this union that you seek, and that your divine counterpart seeks as well. And sometimes if you need someone to talk to, let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. You can reach out to me, virtuosathegoddess at gmail.com. I am your soul tribe. If you need to have a conversation, just shoot me an email, and we can converse starting there. Someone who understands the spiritual journey, because most will not understand what the heck you're talking about if you just try to talk to your homegirls or your co-workers or your church members or wherever you know. But, Divine wants you to know that you deserve love. You are lovable. We are an embodiment of love as divine counterparts. That's what makes us divine. The fact that we have in our soul's DNA that unconditional love for the world, for the planet, and that is there. And that there's a wedding. There's a wedding that, if it's not already happened in the physical, it will be happening. This situation does involve marriage. So this is not all for nothing. This is not all in vain. All of these initiations and all of these difficult cycles and things are happening for a purpose. And is there specific messages that the divine masculine wants to tell the divine feminine? Divine masculine, give divine feminine a nice sweet message. Divine timing is at work in your love life. It is worth waiting for. Divine masculine wants you to know that he is worth waiting for. It's cold outside because it's wintertime here in the States, but he wants you to know that the angels and his ancestors and his spiritual team are with you and with him and yours, vice versa. They're all in collaboration to make this happen. And as you reveal your innermost selves to each other during your meditation, your bond deepens. So talk to your divine masculine's higher self during your meditation. He will get the messages. And that he wants you to give this relationship a chance. And he wants you to work on this partnership. And the way that you can do that by working on your partnership is going within during meditation and enjoying your moments fully. Laughing. Laughter is like food for the soul. You attract him because he feels whatever joy you feel. He feels that joy. I can tell you that for a fact. When my divine masculine and I were in contact, when we were apart, if I was sad, he would never contact me, or if I was doubting, or I would talk to a friend of mine, people who were not awakened, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm telling where he at," that type of deal. We would never connect. And then as soon as I got happy and positive, boom, the call would come out of the sky. And things would just go back to normal. And it was just like, it's just like that. As you enjoy your moment and start to, whether you're at work or at home or with your children or with your families or by yourself, when you start to enjoy that moment fully, your divine counterpart that's connected to you spiritually feels that joy and that lightness. And also, he wants you to know, or she wants you to know, this is the divine masculine. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner that you seek. And I'm sorry if it's divine masculines watching. If it's any divine masculines watching, let's see what the divine feminine wants you to know. Ooh, she wants you to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay? And she just wants you to know that she realizes that we're in separation, that she is working on herself right now, because her religious factors or her spiritual path is what she's focused on. So, I thank you guys for watching the reading and sharing with me. This is just as much therapy for me as it is for you guys. Please, if you get the chance, or if you can, to support my channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe, leave me a comment. If I'm a day behind, I will get to you, to the comments, because I do, work 9 to 5, 6 days. Well, I was on 6 days a week. So to do the readings, sometimes after battling traffic, I don't know where the time goes. But anyways, just please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and if you just want to reach out with a comment personally and not in the comments for all to see, hit me up at virtuosathegoddess@gmail.com. And I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all my new returning. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm honored, and have a wonderful day and time on your journey. Mwah, mwah, mwah.